Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Spain have opted for a 4-4-2 Havertz! Sensational by Havertz! A finish of true class! And it's Spain who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a little off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Always goal side. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Bellingham plays it. He's rising! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vietnam are trailing against the run of play. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, what a mistake! Bellingham! He's got it all! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
He leaps for it! And it's in! Just 1 goal in it now! Game on! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Haaland. He's picked his way through. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Chouameni
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham might just make this. Now it's Bellingham. That's tidy. Havertz. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedro Porro puts them all in. Llorente getting this one clear. Szoboszlai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to... Oh, he's having a go! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Çalhanoğlu plays it short. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Cross in, looks like a good one. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pedro Porro has the... Oh, good climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Saliba. And here's Haaland. Carreras. Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. Szoboszlai. Bellingham. So what can they make of this? Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And for the first half, that is that. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to get rid. And it's Porro. There will be a throw-in. Nicely weighted ball. Van Dijk tries to clear. Havertz. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And that is a little undercooked. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ah, he's given it away. Showing good feet. Bellingham. Good ball, good take. Now it's Szoboszlai. Carreras. Chance here to counter. Nice looking ball.
Good ball over the top.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. That's a decent clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Van Dijk. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro stood his ground strongly. Now it's Tura. And here's the chance to counter. Courtois claims comfortable.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he was alert to it. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for options for movement. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the finish! And no mistake! Surely now, the result's beyond doubt. How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Spain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Yildiz. And it's Gonzalez. And that's been won straight back.
2 minutes to be added on. Great chance! It's a goal! Deep, deep into injury time! That really is quite fat. So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Spain have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it. He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace.
Chance, surely! And he shoots! Szoboszlai driving on and making good progress. That's good vision. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He's in a great position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
This looks promising. That is... Oh, he's been caught napping! He slings it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Havertz. And they can counter here. Now it's Turan. Saliba wins the duel this time. 15 minutes till half-time. Mbappe! Gravenberch. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Carreras just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now that's well seen too. Chouameni. This is a promising build-up. Vietnam looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Van de Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And here's Havertz. Great vision. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Vietnam leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Vietnam leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And the pass is intercepted.
Can he finish? It's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has 2. Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Saliba. Foot in. Gyökeres. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gyökeres.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's tidy. Havertz aims beyond the defence. Showing good feet. It is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Here's the header!
But he's left disappointed.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Tchouaméni gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looks to the other side. Carreras. And here's Haaland. Knocks it into space.
Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A case now of complete control.
And the finish!
Outstanding save to keep that out.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
It's come to nothing. Tries to play it through. Havertz. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Bellingham. Always onto this.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tchouaméni. Havertz. Looking for the...
Takes a shot! And there's a goal! They're back within reach!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 29.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 19.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14.
Can he get on the end of this? Corner then.
El dorsal 21. El dorsal 18.
Corner number 2 then.
Cambio de jugadores.
Gravenberg attempts a clearance. Now it's Yildiz, and it's Musiala. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Very nicely done. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Carreras. And here's Yildiz. He is through here. Great chance! Musiala. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Threads one in. Pedri has it in a wide position. Played into space. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Trippier. Trippier carries the ball down the right, and he has been fouled there. And here's Haaland. And he's quick to return it. Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Vietnam clearly now in lead preservation mode. Carreras looking to hit the byline here. Van Dijk tries to clear. Chouameni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pedri. That's good play. Strokes it back. Looking for options for move. Big chance! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality. So that's it. It is all over. Vietnam can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And
Havertz! Heavenly from Havertz! About as smooth as it gets. And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to have. Shot, surely!
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Bellingham receives it in a good position here.
And the finish!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Havertz. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gyökeres touches it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Bruno Guimaraes. Havertz. Now Van de Ven. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ah, he's given...
And he shoots! And he's stuck it away! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Can he get on the end of this?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a...
And the shot! Goal! Spain! And they're back in front!
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Havertz on a serious charge here. He's being urged to shoot. Pedro Porro lays it forward. Havertz.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Isak. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now just the keeper in his way.
And the shot! Well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise.
Gyökeres!
Carreras. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Havertz. And it's Szoboszlai. Bruno Guimaraes. Now Van de Ven. And it's Van Dijk. Here's Llorente. Showing good feet. Has a look up and delivers. And it's claimed by the keeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Van Dijk. And Gravenberch. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Isaac. Threads one in. Calhanoglu. And they can counter here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Mbappe. And it's Porro. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Calhanoglu. And it's made its way to him. Oh, nice touch. And that brings the first half to a close. Vietnam are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Carreras drives forward on the overlap. Now here's the delivery. Bellingham. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Play. Havertz! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Haaland, he's found the way through. That's a foul, no 2 ways about it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Oh, that was vital. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chance! Goal! Spain! And they get themselves in front! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising. Played in with purpose.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he cuts out the supply. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting...
And a chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Vietnam can try it again now. So, third corner of the game. Opts to play it back. Haaland! And the ball's come loose here. And he can thump it away. It's a promising position, and it's played in here. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Haaland. Gravenberg. Oh, good spread. Pedro Porro has it in a wide position. Havertz did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Space for him to turn and look.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Van de Ven. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Gravenberg. Oh, good ball! Haaland purring through the gears. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has not gone well. Mbappe going after that. Vietnam could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Szoboszlai, and they've switched it over to the other side. Van de Ven. It's a pretty loose pass. Saliba and Gravenberg. Pedro Porro.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that was very necessary.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 39, el dorsal 17, el dorsal 29, el dorsal 11.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
El dorsal 41, el dorsal 10.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
No, that was never going to make it.
4 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Haaland. Marmoush, and the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Marmoush is offering a wry smile there. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Caught offside that time.
Just eases him off the ball. Time added on 4 minutes. Carreras. And that's been it. And there goes the final whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is just the keeper, Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's destined for the flank. Now it's Isak. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Szoboszlai, chance here to counter. Now it's Isak. Isak, there he goes, motoring forward. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Çalhanoğlu. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And the finish!
Still goalless at the moment. Havertz. He's in a great position here.
Great chance!
It's bounced back off the post. Van der Ven clears without hesitation. Carreras looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Gravenberg. It's Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Bellingham. He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot! Szoboszlai. Gyökeres. Now it's Isak. Isak. Can he get it through? And they can counter here. And that could set him on his way. This looks promising.
Can he finish? He's delivered all right! And there is your opener.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the pass is intercepted. Gravenberg. Passing is crisp and sharp.
And a chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Havertz. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Terrific effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Haaland attempts a clearance. No way through. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Good running, strong and purposeful. Half-time getting close now. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Haaland. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a throw. Havertz. Van de Ven. Van de Ven. He's had it taken off him. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Vietnam have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Crosses it in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Great defending, strong and determined. Driving on and making good progress. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Saliba tries to clear. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Cross flung in towards the middle. Calhanoglu.
This is the time you need that pace.
Succumbs to the pressure. Still just a single goal between the sides. Tchouaméni, and here's Isak. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. And it's Tchouaméni. Szoboszlai. Cross goes in. Bullish header! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He shifted it to the flank. In towards the back stick. Van de Ven can get it clear. He's on it, and the shot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
And it's hoisted clear. Now there's a fine ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Havertz. And he's intervened well there. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Szoboszlai. Tchouaméni.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 29.
Nico
el dorsal
Gonzalez.
17,
Oh,
el
good
dorsal
read.
20,
That's great positioning,
el
so
dorsal
good from
11.
him.
Serán sustituidos
Now it's
por
Bruno
el
Guimaraes.
dorsal 39.
Musiala.
el dorsal
Now the
41,
ball in.
El dorsal 14.
And the assistant referee
el
has his
dorsal
flag raised
42.
for offside.
Cambio de jugadores.
Yildiz. He might have to go it alone here. Gyökeres producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Space for him to turn and look. Van der Ven tries to clear. Showing good feet. Carreras has it out. He's rising! He's got a goal! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam with the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Very much into the last knockings. Searching passes played there. Yildiz is onto this. And he shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
There's a sharp little ball here. Yildiz has it in a wide position. That is good progress on the left. He leaps for it! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And it's Musiala. Well, that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And there goes the final whistle. Vietnam proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
And here's Haaland. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Bellingham. Szoboszlai. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Bellingham. Oh, and a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Great vision. Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Oh, nicely intercepted. Carreras. Çalhanoğlu. Well, that looks a decent ball. Spain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long chance, surely! And he's stuck it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Haaland! Goal! And the comeback is complete!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always think,
oh, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Szoboszlai actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
30 minutes gone. Gravenberg. Vietnam have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Looking for the run. Turan. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Bellingham. Bruno Guimaraes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Bellingham. Calhanoglu. Carreras. That has been cut short. Havertz threads one in. Bellingham. Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There's the shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Vietnam now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Now it's Turan. And it's made its way to him. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that interception was most... And that is the end of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Vietnam claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Picked out brilliantly, and it's played in here. And that was very necessary. Bellingham. Now the ball's gone astray. Ball in towards the middle. Szoboszlai. Havertz. Looking... Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Gyökeres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Llorente, this looks promising. Szoboszlai tries across. It's play, and it is a goal kick. Carreras. Oh, well measured. And he was alert to it. Now Saliba. Carreras is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's come to nothing. Van der Ven. Havertz. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance!
Denied by an instinctive save.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
Aimed beyond the defence, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Porro.
Oh, such a clever touch.
Pedro Porro.
Such good technique.
Pedro Porro stood his ground strongly. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Bellingham. Szoboszlai. Pedro Porro.
Great ball if he can get there.
Bellingham.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now this could be a chance. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Carreras. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bellingham takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a shade optimistic.
He is through here, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So now the difference is 3.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.